Here's the reality of power dynamics within the dating world and within your relationship. So if you're doing it the right way as a single guy, you understand that you have the power in terms of who you get into relationships with, and women have the power in terms of who they're going to decide to have sex with. And a lot of guys are out there clamoring to get the resource that everybody wants, right? The sexual activity with, the hottest girls in society. And they understand that they're in demand in that fashion. But not necessarily every guy sees himself as high value and understands that he holds the key in terms of who he decides to lock himself down with. And I've seen this exact same dynamic play out in my personal life. When I was single and dating, by the time I met my wife, I was dating like 5 or 6 other girls, seeing multiple girls in a day, like multiple girls in a week. And I remember at one point early on in the relationship, she expressed to me that she felt uncomfortable because she felt like I had all the power in the relationship dynamic. Because it was early on, it was absolutely true at that period of time. And this is instructive for us as men because we don't realize our power as a single guy because we don't necessarily have, like push button sex and companionship with our partner because we're single, okay? We're out there sort of clamoring for what we don't have. We don't realize our value in that space of being a single guy. Now, as time's gone on and I've continued to invest in my wife and invest in my family, we've had kids together and our finances are more tied together and so many things have brought us together. We both invested on both ends of the table. That power dynamic as it stood in the beginning of the relationship no longer exists. We are very, very much equal. And this will happen over time with the woman that you decide to be with. And that's not to say that you shouldn't have this attitude of like, okay, well, if she goes off and she cheats or she's eliciting some kind of bad behavior that cannot be resolved, that you shouldn't have this attitude of just like being able to go back to the drawing board and get another high quality woman, because you should always have that idea in the back of your head, not as an excuse to avoid intimacy or conquering your own problems, but you should have that confidence that you could find another woman if she starts acting, out of bounds. But as you forge a relationship with somebody, you will grow closer, you will invest more, you will be less apt to break those bonds. And your power in terms of having the upper hand, stuff like that, if you're truly cooperating, connecting with somebody, that's going to diminish over time to an equilibrium between you and your partner, especially if you're doing this the right way. So when you're single, make sure that you get the experience that you want, okay? Make sure that you get the exact type of woman that you're going to be with for the rest of your life, okay? And don't choose the wrong partner. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Follow me for more dating advice and check out my other videos up here.